In regards to this, let me kind of summarize. So probiotics play a major role, right? They modulate the immune system. They affect these toll-like receptors, which has major effect modulating different interleukins and cytokines. It has effects modulating the Th2 part of the immune system. So Th2, Th1 are our cytotoxic immune response. This is our natural killer cells, helper cells. And that's Th1. And Th2 over here is going to be our humoral antibody immune response. And we start to have this Th2 dominance that can affect it. You can see Th1 dominant conditions too, but it seems like the probiotics play a major role in kind of modulating that Th2 response and also major league affecting the gut permeability. The more gut permeability you seem to have, the more foods, the more bacteria, the more different mycotoxins or stressors from the gut can get into the bloodstream. And remember, it talked about activating macrophages as well. Macrophages are really important because the more you start to stimulate your immune cells, that sucks up energy, that sucks up resources. Didn't really talk about it here as well, but you have lipopolysaccharide or endotoxin that can also make its way towards the brain, and they can cross that blood-brain barrier, which are essentially our astrocytes. They can get into that brain. They can activate a lot of these glial cells, which are white blood cells in the brain that are involved in cleaning up, little Pac-Man, Pac-Woman of the brain, cleaning stuff up, and that can cause brain fog and more brain inflammation. So gut issues, right, can also impact the brain. That's why a lot of like the newer families of antidepressants that are coming out in the years to come, looking at the research to come, are going to be more working on an anti-inflammatory mechanism in the brain, not necessarily blocking, reuptake ports like SSRIs would. So really powerful, really important. So hope this makes sense to you guys. Just want to kind of connect the dots here. I don't think the solution is you just throw probiotics at people's guts that have problems. I know conventional medicine and allopathic medicine are going to look at that. They're going to find a way to patent these things, to nuance them so they can prescribe them and have that whole allopathic model work. But when in natural medicine, functional medicine world, like we're making these diet changes, we're impacting the microbiome by improving digestion. We're improving motility. We're addressing specific infections that could also be at play too. So there's a lot more things happening at once than just throwing a probiotic at people. And also, there are a lot of people that have SIBO and other gut issues that may feel worse with probiotics because they have lots of dysbiotic bacteria. And throwing that probiotic in there sometimes can kind of chum the water, so to speak, and they can get kind of a feeding frenzy of negative histamine symptoms as well, brain fog, fatigue, issues like that as well. So really important. You got to work through kind of a systematic approach. In my model, we're really working on foundational things: diet, lifestyle, motility, digestion. We're really making sure everything is dialed in with hydration, movement, everything there. And then we kind of dial in the hormonal support, and then the gut stuff comes down the road. In my 6R model that kind of overlaps, we're working on removing the bad foods. First, we're replacing the enzymes and acids, and we're really making sure we have good motility. Second, we're working on the hormones as well, because hormones play a major role with your immune system and your gut lining being able to heal. So if you're in this sympathetic state, your cortisol is overly high or overly low, it's going to be hard to get your immune system back on track. So we have to get your immune system back on track, circadian rhythm back on track. Then that's where the 4th R plugs in. We work on removing the bugs, dysbiosis. 5th R, we work on repopulating the good bacteria. This is where the probiotics come into play. Also some prebiotic fibers as well, because they play a major role as like kind of fertilizer for those good bacteria. And then 6R, we kind of retest and make sure whatever our focus of addressing is actually addressed. So I hope that makes sense for you guys. If you want to dive in deep, if you have chronic gut issues, or you want to work on using probiotics kind of for your own benefit to improve your health, click down below. You can reach out to myself, Dr. J, and or my colleagues will be here to help you. And you can schedule worldwide to kind of get a hold of me. And if you enjoyed today's video, give me a thumbs up, comments down below, and feel free and share with family and friends.